fuego que arde tu piel. Soy el agua que mata tu sed.
Hello, fellow ninjas of all ages. I have returned to exact my revenge. And to talk about video games. Okay, if I'm being honest, I'm only here to talk about video games. I have no one to revenge upon, unfortunately. And the game that I'm here to talk about is Ghost Recon Wildlands. Share my thoughts and opinions regarding the game, like some kind of thoughtful person that I am. This is not a review since I don't feel like I'm qualified to do that sort of work. However, I will be comparing the game to FarCry in part of this video, which I think I'm more qualified to do. The game itself is pretty good and it has a lot going for it. Good animations. You hear that, Andrometer? Basic controls that act as cover systems. No longer do you have to press a button to snap to cover. Just walk up to it like you normally would. This makes the gameplay a bit more natural feeling. Like a pair of breasts. Non-GMO, Whole Foods Market chicken breast. The gunplay variety is pretty good. Players are equipped with 3 weapons at any given time. 2 primaries and 1 secondary. I'm pretty sure that our character is going to develop back problems with all the stuff they carry. They also have a ton of other gadgets and guns that they can equip and change out whenever they please, similar to Batman. This allows for varied gameplay styles, although it is recommended to go the stealth route if you would like an easier time with the game, because you need another third-person stealth game. Am I right? No, it's because the AI is unforgiving as shit. The enemies in this game don't play that I can't aim game. They are far from being stormtroopers. You get spotted and are not in full cover, you have about 3 seconds before you need to be revived. I kind of enjoy that. Not that I like hard things or anything, I just enjoy a fair but fun challenge. You have a lot of things to do in the game. A lot of it is optional. You can play the game and just go straight for the main mission. Some will require you to do some side missions first, but that's okay. Now let's begin to compare this game to FarCry. If you are wondering why, it's because I want to, that's why. I'm a huge FarCry fan, I've played them all and beaten them all, except for Primal because it's obvious crap. I mainly want to compare this game to Far Cry 3 and 4. Let's start off with the characters. The main characters in Far Cry 3 and 4 are garbage. So are the ones in this game. They're uninteresting and lack personality. This seems to be a trend for Ubisoft. The bad guys on the other hand are very interesting. Far Cry 3 and 4 had Vaz and Pagan Min, both very different but interesting at the same time. Vaz was unpredictable while Pagan Min was charming and ruthless. In this game, we have El Sueño, or El Sueno, I don't know, say however you want to. That's right, a wrestler that sells drugs, and his name in English is The Dream. His dream is very simple, take over a country with drugs and make it your own. Similar to Pablo Escobar. By the way, I'm watching Narcos on Netflix, and it's freaking awesome. If you think about it, the setting of the game is Bolivia, and you get a bit of everything here. Snowy mountains like Far Cry 4, and dense jungles like Far Cry 3 and even Far Cry 2. This game has those environments and much more. I mean much more. This place is freaking huge. You can get in a helicopter and fly up and see in the distance for miles and miles. All of it being filled with activities and bad guys to kill. I'll be honest, part of it is repetitive. Like the Far Cry games, you get a few copy and paste missions around the game map. That's not as bad as you think. Playing this game in 4-player co-op or even with one buddy can make those repetitive missions play out differently every single time. La espada que guarda el guardal, tú el aire que respiro yo. Is this game Far Cry 5? Nah, it has a different mindset. The characters you play are on a mission to kill narcos, and they are trained in how to do so. To me, this game feels like an evolution of the Far Cry formula that we're starting to get bored of. It is fresh enough not to get stale and boring, but it's almost kind of samey. If Ubisoft takes what they've learned from this game and apply it to their next Far Cry game, I think it would be a pretty badass game, unlike that Primal garbage. The last thing that I want to talk about is the game's performance. Some people have been complaining about the game not performing well, or having some issues, and I would like to disagree. I know that the game engine that they use for this game can be a bit buggy or weird, but they have done a pretty decent job with the task at hand. Let's not forget that this is a huge open world, and while it doesn't look as good as some other smaller games, it has a lot of stuff to render and load, so it can be a bit taxing on performance. With a GTX 980 Ti, I can max the game out in 1080p, play with high and extra settings on 1440p, and medium settings at 4K. I prefer the latter and recommend you guys with lower end PCs to consider playing on medium settings. It still looks amazing and it's still fun to play. It is optimized well, and I'm even sure Ubisoft could have found a way to port this to last gen if they wanted to. That is it for this video, guys. Ninja out.
You'll see